Hello, my name is Connie Black, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Duluth Center for Women and Children. DCWC is a grassroots nonprofit that was established in 2019 after several years of dreaming and visioning among collaborators here in my hometown of Duluth, Minnesota. We set out to serve a 14-block area of deep poverty within our city known as the Central Hillside. The average lifespan of the residents of this neighborhood is 20 years less than those in their surrounding zip codes. The area is fraught with social issues, including substance abuse, high crime, and violence. There is a dearth of access to healthy food, contributing to cycles of health issues. I bring to my role decades of supporting early human development with young children in Montessori environments and working with adults as an AMI teacher trainer. Our vision is to embed Montessori principles in all that we do, moving beyond early education to applying these principles to a wider social context. We are currently working with a small group of women and their children whose common thread is being chronically unhoused and meeting each other in permanent supportive housing at Steve O'Neill Apartments. Located in the very center of the Central Hillside area, these apartments provide these women the comforts of being in their own space while working toward finding permanent housing. Programs are in place there to support addiction recovery and reuniting families. The strong women of DCWC refuse to be defined by their trauma and are working to break cycles of poverty for themselves and their children. Our vision includes 3 pillars: adult education, social entrepreneurship, and optimal child development. We began with adult education, providing courses in parenting, early brain development, and social entrepreneurship. These courses were delivered in the Steve O'Neill Apartments community room, attended not only by our women, but by honors students from the University of Minnesota Duluth. The parenting and brain development courses were delivered by our founder and UMD faculty, Dr. Molly Harney, Professor of Education. It was her work and research with the women that led to the establishment of this nonprofit. Dr. Aparna Katre is Associate Professor of Cultural Entrepreneurship and Director of the UMD Cultural Entrepreneurship Program, one of the first of its kind in the United States. Dr. Katre led the women and honor students through a collaborative process to create the Food Forward Duluth initiative. The women came up with the name for the enterprise and created the logo themselves. The women are employed part-time by the initiative to create, in collaboration with students and community volunteers, partially prepared meals that are delivered in the Central Hillside area. The goal is to provide healthy, nutritious meals that can be finished in about a half an hour once the kit is at home, and for families, whatever that family unit looks like, to sit together around the table to share the meal. We hope to engage the children in the meal preparation and to expand the palates of everyone to appreciate healthier foods and develop better eating habits. The meal kits also include healthy snacks for the children to take to school each day. We have developed partnerships with local farmers to receive fresh produce, so the women and the children are seeing a real farm-to-table experience. We began by preparing about 20 meals each week. We are now preparing in excess of 120 meals each week. Most are delivered to those free, in need. Some are paying what they can, and others are paying full price for the meal kits. We're now clearing enough money to purchase what food we do not receive from the farmers, meaning we have reached the level of sustainability, no longer dependent on grant funds for food. As the Social Enterprise Program progresses, we continue to focus on adult education opportunities for the women. Bremer Bank, our organization's banking institution, is helping us to provide financial literacy classes for the women. Thanks to support from Bremer, these women now have checking accounts for the first time in their lives. They're paying their taxes. They're seeing the possibility of becoming fully employed and lifting themselves out of the welfare system. As their work has gained the attention of some local leaders, the women have been recipients of awards and citations. We are also working to provide basic public speaking classes to support them and empower them as they find themselves in front of an appreciative and encouraging audience to be able to express their thanks and to tell their story. Our long-term vision is to have a child development center available to all children of the neighborhood regardless of ability to pay, with Montessori prepared environments for every level of development. Right now, our mission is focused on developing a mentorship program for the children and youth of our women to create healthy, supportive relationships for them outside of their school day and outside of their home. In the fall of 2022, we only had access to the community kitchen where the meal kits were being created during the late afternoon and early evening hours, meaning that the children needed care while their mothers were in the kitchen. With no designated space, we created a prepared environment in the school cafeteria. We used chairs lined up as shelving, with meaningful work on the seat of each. Provided with opportunities to engage in purposeful work, we saw children transform from a state of hyperactivity and little to no self-regulation to concentrated work and a calm state of being. Thank you for this opportunity to share just a little bit about our work. We are seeing hope ripple across our community.